I'm gonna start giving out more advice to up and coming artists and bands and musicians of all genres. One of the best pieces of advice that I can give you is to cut out all those distractions. You know what distractions you have in your life. I don't have to tell you. It can be friends who don't align with what you're trying to do. If you want to make a full-time living as a musician, then you should not be hanging out with another artist that is spending all their money on drugs and getting wasted every day. That would be a distraction. You know, Relationships, if it's not a healthy one, that can definitely be a distraction. If you're somebody who spends, say, hours playing video games, that can be a distraction. Now, there are ways to turn some of those things into additions to actually propel your music career. Like, say, for example, you're a rapper, but you play a lot of Call of Duty. So what I would personally do is make a lot of content around that, but use your music in the background, and talk about what it's like playing Call of Duty. Do you win often? Are you any good? Do you suck, but you just love to play? As long as you're pumping out content that's leading back to your music, then that's okay. Now, when I say a distraction, it would be if you were just playing Call of Duty, but not doing nothing for your music the whole day. And I've actually met a lot of people like that who will spend 8 or 9 hours, playing the Xbox, but won't really spend any time promoting their music or making content or doing shows. So you definitely have to find balance, but the majority of your time should be going into your music and building your brand, especially if you want to do it full time, because it's not something that you can just put a little bit into it and expect a huge return. You get what you put in. If you put in a lot, you will get a lot in return. Trust me. I've been in the business for over 17 years, and I'm honestly just now seeing the fruits of my labor, within the last few years, especially the last year. But it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to build to. You have to find your own way to succeed. There is no right or wrong way, but there's always good advice that people need. So that's what I'll be sharing with you going forward.